Why are you choosing to leave now, Mr. Biden? Why not stay a while?
I have a statement to make to the press. Statement.
Republicans finally got their man, Hunter Biden, in D.C. for a contempt hearing after he refused to submit to a closed-door deposition over their seemingly empty investigation into the president. But Hunter's surprise appearance caught the committees off guard, and when he suddenly got up and left when Marjorie Taylor Greene began to speak, he took all the media attention with him outside, which must have sent the camera-hungry congresswoman into a tailspin. But Jamie Raskin set her straight during her comments.
I ask unanimous consent to enter information for the record.
What's the information?
Oh, my God.
State the information.
Thank you.
I reserve the right to object. The minority has not provided a copy of the material for the record. In the past, she's displayed pornography. Is pornography allowed to be, or pornographic photos allowed to be displayed in this committee room, Mr. Chairman?
It's not pornography.
Okay, well, you're the expert.
I'm not an expert, Mr. Raskin.
Seems like it.
Mr. Chairman, I object to the unanimous.
Mr. Chairman,
Hold on.
With an investigation that's been exposed for the large amount of speculations produced in the place of evidence, they figured that a contempt of Congress headline would help them politically. But Representative Moskowitz stepped in to show off all of their hypocrisy.
Listen, I'll make this bipartisan. I'll vote for the Hunter contempt today. You can get my vote. But I want you to show the American people that you're serious. Here is the subpoena to Representative Scott Perry, who did not comply. I'd like to enter this into the record. Here is the subpoena to Mark Meadows. I'd like to enter this into the record, who did not comply. Here is the subpoena to Jim Jordan, who did not comply with a lawful subpoena. I'd like to enter that into the record. Here is the subpoena to Mo Brooks, who did not comply. I'd like to enter that into the record. Here is the subpoena to Mr. Biggs, who did not comply. I'd like to enter that into the record. And here's the subpoena to Mr. McCarthy, who did not comply. I'd like to enter that into the record. There's an amendment coming to add some of those names into the contempt order. You vote to add those names and show the American people that we apply the law equally, not just when it's Democrats, right? It's a crime when it's Democrats, but when it's Trump and the Republicans, it's just fine. No, show that you're serious and that everyone is not above the law. Vote for that amendment, and I'll vote for the Hunter Biden contempt.
No matter how many times House Republicans embarrass themselves over their Hunter Biden endeavor, I'm still surprised that they keep putting themselves in positions where their incompetence can be seen on full display over and over and over again. The plan couldn't have been to simply expect that their narrative of Hunter Biden unlawfully ignored their subpoena, that would get passed around without anyone bringing up the widely known fact that multiple Republicans did the same thing under worse circumstances. The only Democrat on Fox's The Five, Jessica Tarloff, she summarized some of the worst moments for Comer's crew that day.
There were three incredibly embarrassing moments for Republicans, or my top three. Nancy Mace, in general, just embarrassing, screaming about white privilege, saying he's afraid of me. He showed up, he's sitting there, swear him in, let him talk. Then people like Scott Perry, Jim Jordan, people who are in the midst of defying subpoenas themselves, just sitting there railing about how important it is. And then you said Hunter Biden got bored and he left. He intentionally embarrassed Marjorie Taylor Greene, who held up, again, another poster of his genitals. The woman is obsessed.